Hey guys, it's Hurricane Lopez. Thank you for tuning in to Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. I want to talk to you once again today about Tenax Therapeutics, ticker symbol TENX, give you a brief update on the price action and trading we saw. It is March 13th. It is 2:30 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. That's 5:30 out in New York. Um, Tenax had another very eventful day. If you remember on Friday, we got a lot of volume pushed up about 15%, and then the stock was going crazy after hours. Settled back down a little bit, and then jumped up again pre market. Um, let's take a look at the chart. The stock basically opened at 70 cents. Um, dropped back down below 60, stopped out the day traders, or a few of them, pushed back up all the way to almost 80 cents. Then kind of settled back down, people taking some profits, and then just sort of traded sideways from this point, kind of midday, all the way to the end of the day. Closed at 65 cents, up about 15%. And then the stock is currently up another 3.5 cents or 5% after hours. So we're up over 20% again on the day. It's impressive price action, again, over 50 million shares trading. How many day traders are actually buying shares and holding on to them? It's very questionable because the same short long hedge fund has been churning many millions of shares for days now. So I can't say exactly who is buying and selling all these shares. Are they taking profits? Are they just trying to keep the stock from absolutely exploding while they try to cover some of their short position with perhaps some of their own long shares? I think a lot of this trading is churn. It's just selling these shares to themselves over and over again, buying and selling on an algo basis. But you can see where we are on the 3 month chart here. This stock likes to form several bases. I was up about 280, and then we formed another one about 220, and then we sort of dropped back down to the 90 cent range, and then we dropped back down to about the 70 cent range. And we've really been trading in this 70% range since sort of late February. And then, of course, we had a couple of pumps there and some dumps, but really the stock has been held down at this level for some time now. So we're sitting at a market cap of only $6 million, and this is after the reverse split and offering. So what can we expect tomorrow? I expect volume to continue to be heavy, volatility continue to be heavy. I think we will be green pre-market tomorrow. After that, I really don't know what's going to happen. A lot of it depends on the hedge fund that really has been controlling the price action on the stock for some time. I know these funds, they bought a huge amount of the recent offering, and then they immediately began, again, dump, churn, short, drove the stock all the way down to 46 cents. So you'll see that was right here, and then we're 46 cents, and that was just on March 9th. Okay, that was, we had the weekend, the 12th and the 11th, so that was just Thursday. We were sitting at 46 cents. So we've already pushed up 50% off of those lows in only 2 trading days. So that's pretty crazy. Tomorrow, anything can happen. What do I like about this company? I'm actually a long-term investor. I believe they can get these drugs. They have 2 phase 3 ready assets. I believe they can get them into phase 3. I really do like our CEO. He's not super flashy, Chris Giordano, but he has a tremendous amount of experience um, getting drugs to market, getting drugs through phase 3, overcoming obstacles there. Then we have Dr. Stuart Rich, who is a medical professor and cardiologist. He's a legendary cardiologist. He came over when Tenax acquired Precision Medical in 2021, I believe, early 2021, and he's now on the board of directors at Tenax. And Stuart Rich was a medical professor and cardiologist, and he was also for, I believe, 2013 or 2012 to uh, 2019. I think it was, 7, 8 years. He was on the FDA advisory board that recommends to approve drugs in this space. So you couldn't really get any more dialed in with the FDA. If you want to talk about their senior management, Douglas Hay, Doug Randall, these guys both have over 30 years experience with in this space. And then Dr. Rich, of course, and Chris Giordano. We really could not be better positioned to get these drugs into phase 3 and then get them to market. The FDA has sort of bent over backwards. You'll notice they made an agreement to use the oral formulation in the phase 3 development after the IV was shown to be effective in the phase 2. And there are no treatments currently approved in the United States for treatment of this type of heart failure. So it's worth pointing out that this drug, I always say it wrong, Levos in Menden. It was developed by Orion Corporation in Europe, and they have been using the IV treatment for more than 20 years in more than 60 countries. And this drug has been proven safe and effective. So this is no long shot. This is not a new product. It's not a Hail Mary. Both of their drugs, in fact, have already been approved in different countries and even in the United States for other indications in the case of TNX 201. And this drug, again, has a really good chance in its phase 3. It already had good results in terms of its the outcomes fighting the PAH, but what happened was the patients had a lot of stomach discomfort with the oral formulation they were using in the first phase 3, and too many patients dropped out, and so they failed the trial. But it wasn't because the drug didn't work, it was because it was causing too much patient discomfort. So the company went and reformulated, and now they believe they have that solved. So the product, it doesn't release in the stomach, it's a longer release, it releases into the intestines, and they really believe patients will tolerate it much better. So both of these drugs are phase 3 ready. They both have, I would say, better than average chance of approval. And when you consider that our executive team is dialed in with the FDA, I think this market cap down at $6 million, which is like half the cash they have on hand, is just absurd. And I don't know why a certain hedge fund has driven the price down now repeatedly. Obviously, they're churning, they're scalping, they're making money somehow, and I believe they're responsible for the pumps that the stock has had. I don't believe it's all day traders. I think most of these day traders that are talking online are actually not buying any shares or buying very few shares. If they were all buying today, the stock would have spiked quite a bit more on this type of volume. But I think there was a lot of selling in there, still shorting, churning, and it's going to be very interesting to see what the stock does tomorrow. Again, it's about 12:41 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tenax Therapeutics is the stock. The ticker symbol is TENX. My name is Hurricane Lopez. You are watching Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. They call me DannyDealz. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's buy some 10x shares. Let's make some. Remember, it's not financial advice. I just give you financial advice and I say I'm not giving you, but I don't know anything. Don't listen to me. Do your own research. Only after doing your own research, make your own decisions. Pre-revenue penny stocks with microscopic capitalization are extremely risky. Do not invest money here you can't afford to lose, and don't expect to lose. You can lose your money. That's the thing with risk reward. Things with a huge amount of reward carry a lot of risk. So you don't get one without the other. If you want to be in these penny stocks, you probably understand the risks, or at least you should. Um, I really love 10x in the long term. What it's going to do tomorrow, I don't know. I just know it's going to be exciting. Hang on for the ride. Tell them DannyDealz sent you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.